Well, we change gears now to men's basketball as we welcome in Argo men's basketball coach Jeff Burkhamer. Coach, thanks for being on with us. Great to start the season 2-0.
Great to get going. Glad to be 2-0 and glad the season's finally here.
Well, those two games to open the season kind of gave you some trouble. Albany State probably gave you all you could ask for and more to get it started, but it's good to face early tests like that.
Well, we've played these guys the last couple of years in the SIAC Challenge, and all of our games have been just like this. They've been very tough, competitive, hard-fought games against two teams that give you some problems. So they were two games that were good for us early.
And then you face Fort Valley State, kind of open up a big lead. They come back, forced overtime, but then you guys kind of pulled away in overtime.
Yeah, we seem to like overtime. You know, last year we played 6 of them, 5 of them. We've won the last 4, so that's been good. Guys are starting to feel like we can win in overtime, believing in that. But we didn't close out the game quite the way we should have, and that was a little bit disappointing, but we found a way to win. That's the positive.
Never really felt like that was, going to slip away. I mean, even though they tied it, they forced overtime, it still felt, as crazy as it may sound, that you guys were in control. They had some of their key guys in foul trouble. As far as your side was concerned, we didn't really have anybody in foul trouble. Right. Their guys looked like they were wearing down, and then that's when you pulled away in overtime. But there is kind of a key to winning in that situation.
Well, I thought the key in the overtime for us there was making free throws. We were 9 of 12 in the overtime period. We didn't shoot free throws well in the second half, and then when it was crunch time in overtime, guys stepped up and made them, and that's a big thing. We had 2 great stops to get them in position to where they had to foul, and then we were able to win the game going away.
There were certainly some things you liked because you get 2 wins, but there were also some things you want to see cleaned up. You didn't feel like you guys have played your best basketball yet, which is good. You shouldn't yet, but there's certainly some things that you want to see worked on and improved moving forward. What were some of those things?
Well, I think taking care of the ball was a big thing. We didn't take care of it like we have in the past. Our press breakers weren't real sharp late in the game, things that we've worked on every day with veteran guys. That was a little bit disappointing, but we can clean those things up. And the thing I told them in film was the things that we didn't do well, we can make the corrections and do better. So we watched film, and in the last couple of days, I think our practice has been better.
You're still waiting for some of those guys that have transferred in to really catch on. Last year, remember Marvin Jones kind of got off to that slow start, and then he really took fire after the break. Is that common with guys that transfer in?
Well, I think you'll see that. Guys getting comfortable with what we're doing, how we do it, the level of play. I think all those things come into play with game situations. And, Cameron Cox is a freshman. Tidwell is the first game out. So some of those guys, it's going to take them a few games to get there, but that's where your veterans and your seniors have to lead you.
And 2 guys that certainly led you over the weekend, Motir Dang and Daryl Tucker, really off to strong starts.
Both guys are guys we're counting on this year to have big games and a good year. And Daryl played well in both games. We're bringing him off the bench. He's more comfortable doing that. We keep him out of foul trouble early, so that's worked out well. And then Motir's been a consistent guy. He's given us good numbers and good minutes just about every time out.
Talking with you guys and your staff in the preseason, one of the guys you kept talking about was Motir and how much he's grown, and he's more confident now. It really seems like he's grown up a lot.
Well, he's really matured. I think he's kind of grown into his game. He had a good summer. He worked all summer, stayed here, and really worked on his game, has gotten better. And yeah, he's playing with a lot more confidence than when he first got here.
A couple of big games this week in the region against Miles.
Yeah, Miles is a team that causes you problems. We will have to do a great job keeping the ball in front of us, taking away transition, and then getting out to their shooters. And then on the other end, taking care of the ball against their quickness. They do a great job getting hands on balls. And it'll be another good challenge, a couple more region games. We need to find a way to win at home.
All right, sounds good. Next time we talk, hopefully we're looking at a 4-0 season.
That'd be great.